Perseverance. We talk a lot about perseverance, and people always tell you to keep your eye on the end, keep your eyes on the goal. And the idea is that by focusing on the goal, seeing the prize at the end, you'll be able to ignore all the difficulties that are occurring in the here and now. I'm here to tell you today that that simply isn't correct. Because, well, we don't know when the end is. We don't know when we are close. We don't know when we'll get there. I remember when I was biking Mount Diablo with my brothers. I didn't bike much back then, and I was getting really tired because it was a continuous uphill. At least 9 miles, and the road just wound around the mountain up and up and up with absolutely no break. It was a hot day. I was getting tired. I wasn't cramping. I was just sick of it. I wanted to be done. I asked how much further is it? Neither of my brothers knew. Our bicycles didn't actually have any way of measuring distance. Actually, my little brother had it harder. His bike was a fixed gear, meaning it only had one gear. So it seems like I had it easier because I had multiple gears could change and shift, but I needed a reward. What is there at the top? I don't know. I would love a nice cold soda. Ah, some guy said, yeah, there's a vending machine on top. But we hadn't brought any cash. And as we were sitting there having this discussion, another cyclist overheard and said, hey, if you make it, I'll give you the money. How nice of him. And so we went on. After another half mile, I said, I can't do it. I was too tired. I gave up. I even gave up the soda I wanted. And my brothers just went on ahead without me. Why? Because I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't know how much longer it's going to be. A cold soda may be worth another 10 minutes of cycling. But 30? I didn't know if that was worth it. And I just simply didn't know how far the end was. My brothers made it, and when they were coming down, they told me I was really close. But we just decided to call it a day and head downhill. I know I could do it now because I cycle much more. I've cycled around Taiwan 70 miles a day, and the hills there are just as steep, if not steeper, than Mount Diablo. I can do it now because I physically find it easier. I think I also could do it now because I mentally know how to do it. Because the trick isn't looking at the prize, looking for the light at the end. It's just going on, doing it because you have no choice. See, the trick is to give yourself no choice. A few years after that, I was stuck in Lombok, Indonesia. My friend was still sleeping at the hotel. I'd gone out for a motorbike ride. I didn't really know how to ride a motorbike, but I was planning on going to the countryside, so without traffic, I thought I'd be fine. I rode through villages, waving hi to locals, and then continued into the fields where I'd occasionally see old ladies tending the farms. And I kept on going as the path got narrow and narrow. I thought I'd be fine. After all, a motorbike is pretty small, much smaller than a car. So a narrow path isn't an issue. But after a while I realized this actually wasn't a motorbike path. It was a walking path. That's why it was less than a foot wide. And basically, there's no way for me to turn around. On feet, you just turn around. Put one foot over the other and turn around. But on a motorbike, you can't do such a thing. You need a lot of space. So I found a spot with some bushes that gave me some more space and tried turning the bike. And I realized this thing is heavy, over 200 pounds. I can't lift it. I can't use its engine to rev it up because the wheel would just churn up the dirt and dig a hole. So I struggled with the bike. It was hot. I was sweaty. I had no more water. I felt like giving up. Our plane was only in a few hours. I didn't know how I could make it. But I also realized I had no cell phone reception. The old ladies in the farms nearby don't understand English. They don't have the physical strength to help me with the bike. My friend didn't know where I was, nor that I was in trouble. If I didn't get out here by myself, I wouldn't get out at all. Nobody's going to come looking for me. And I don't remember what happened, but I got out. I don't remember exactly the moment I got the motorbike turned around. Obviously I did. I just remember riding back. I, bu- I got back in time. My friend didn't seem concerned at all, and we made the flight. Now that I'm older and wiser, I could put it all together. It isn't about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It isn't about thinking, is the prize worth it? It's about continuing to work, even when you don't know how far away the end of the tunnel is, even when you don't know what is at the end of the tunnel. It's continue to move forward because that is what you do. That is called perseverance. And I'm recording a talk today because I set a goal to record a talk every day for YouTube. I don't know why, I don't have many views, but I set a goal for myself. And that's what I'm doing now, recording a video, just to persevere, to show that this is who I am. This is a tunnel that goes to Whittier, Alaska.